They say you don't have to be great to get started, but you just have to start in order to be great. I don't know how many times you're going to wait to live your best life. I've said this before and I'll say it again. You know you're going to die one day, right? So why not live while you're still alive? Why not take a chance on yourself? There's nobody made to be you. There's nobody designed to do you but you. So why wouldn't you do you? They say the richest place in the world is the cemetery. That's where so many people die with their dreams. Is that you? Has it been you? Will you allow that to continue to be you? Fear is false evidence appearing real. Fear and worry, they work hand in hand, right? Because they'll keep you stuck. It's almost like being in a rocking chair. You're frustrated that you're not moving, but realizing you're just going back and forth and back. And I get it. You're not exactly where you want to be. But what do I say? If you fall down 7 times, get up 8. If you can look up, you can get up. Your location is not your destination. So I got to ask you, where are you? But more importantly, where are you headed? Take for example, well, let's say back in the day, or even just looking at now, when we have our GPS systems, right? You don't focus on so much where you started, you are focusing on where you're going. And you realize that where you are right now doesn't determine where your path is ahead. So why you tripping? Now, one thing there is for certain, no matter how you look at it, is that you're going to die. So why wouldn't you die on empty? I don't want you to get to the point, and I say this to you as I say this to me, that you start singing the shoulda, coulda, woulda blues. Take a chance on yourself. Fall forward. Just move. Look, we ain't got time to be scared. We ain't got time not to live on purpose and for a purpose. So what say you? Are you ready? I know I am. All right. It's that damn dawn like the break of day. And you know what time it is. It's time to get your dose of vitamin D.
Get your vitamin D right here with me and get excited about your life.
I say hooty hoo. What it do? Hello, my beautiful people. How you doing? We back at it again. Listen, I hope you enjoyed your holiday. Yes, I was off last week. One, with my classes. And then 2, we were celebrating Turkey Day. But it's a Giving Tuesday. I don't know if you all are familiar, but if you have an organization that you want to donate to, be sure to do that. I got a news topic I want to talk about, and I got the vitamin D advice letter. And then plus, I got somebody special in the studio with me. I don't even know if I should bring him out because listen, I known this brother, dang, oh my gosh, probably as long as I've been in LA. Not that I think about it, because it's been a good 9, maybe even 10 years. Realistically speaking, you're like, well, Dawn, who are you talking about? Hold up, wait a minute. He about to come through. Okay. He about to come through. But I'm just saying, I got him in here. Should I bring him on? Man, I guess I should bring him on now. Put your hands together, y'all, for that dang on. Wait, it's put your hand. Why you laughing? You got me looking like I want to laugh. Listen, they hear you laughing. Put your hands together for that dang on Rubzo.
Yeah, hello, people. Oh,
you ain't know you was gonna be here, did you?
No. I just
pull the mic up. I need to make sure I can hear you.
I came to see you since I ain't seen you in a couple years.
It's been a few since before the pandemic.
Yeah.
Tell the people who you are.
Well, my name's Ruby Zoe. I used to be a DJ out here in these LA streets.
Wait, what was your DJ name?
Fresh to Death.
Fresh to Death. Okay, fresh to death. Oh my gosh, you just took me all the way back. Okay, so memories. You say you used to DJ, and then what happened?
This when LA was popping. When the clubs was popping, I should say. Ain't no popping clubs right now. Things have seemed like it's slowed down ever since pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
The vibe and energy ain't been the same, but yeah, still out here though.
But you out here acting now.
Yeah.
Because that's how I pulled up on him. So you know I've been telling you that I study at the Groundling. So I'm doing my research online, looking at sketches. And then I happened to pull up on a Key and Peele sketch. Now, as controversial, I don't care what it is. It was I saw this brother on a selling block, a slave block. He was being auctioned off. Dawn, what are you talking about? What I'm talking about is the sketch was all about them selling slaves. And I said, I know that man.
Yeah.
I must have texted him immediately. I was like, Ruby, excuse me. And then I said, pull up on me. And here's the thing. I told you that I've known him for, I guess, like 10 years since I came out here because
Yeah.
I might have shared with you. So Vitamin D started underneath a comforter back in New York, right? And as you know, New York is the number one market when it comes down to radio, right?
Right.
And I saw this DJ, his name is Jay Murphy. He posted up this clip and oh wait, we got some people pulling up. I ain't even see the comments. He posted up this clip. Hey, Toya on the moon. He posted up this clip in this studio, and I was like, what? I mean, they had all the official equipment,
Right.
all the whole shebang bang. And I was like, all right, I'm coming out to LA. So that was the vision. I was like, I need to make sure I get on air and do that. And then getting there, I met DJ Fresh to death. What was the name of your show?
Talk Too Much Radio.
Talk Too Much Radio.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Pull up on that microphone. You sound so far. Put it up. Just put it in your mouth.
Pause.
So that's how. So he was back and Accelerated Radio, in case you're unfamiliar, over at KJLH, Kevin Nash.
Right.
He's the one that developed that online radio station. Now, were you at the one that was in El Segundo or only the one that was in Inglewood? Which location?
Both.
Okay, so you remember the one out yonder.
It started in El Segundo first.
Yes, in that high-rise
building. That's right. I was there. Yep.
Okay, way back like Cadillac.
Yep.
And here we are right now. So he has some experience with radio. So I told him, I was like, look, I sent him a text message. I was like, we got on the phone, had to reminisce. I said, you need to pull up. Pull up. Because I can't stop, won't stop. Hey. So this is a special treat, y'all.
Yeah.
Say what's up to Ruby Zone. Mm-hmm. What was you about to say?
No, I was gonna say, yeah, it's been some years since I did radio, and I just got to get that feel back. I came here to see you, and you just want to throw me into the wolves.
Listen, you gotta jump, learn by the fire, get burned by the fire, get burned, and this will be great too. Hey, cousin, Trina's in the building. Hey, girl.
Trina Cash, how you doing, Trina?
That's Ruby Zone. Mm-hmm. So yes, you learn by trial by fire. And that goes back to what I was saying, that, sometimes in order to be great, you got to start. But some people are afraid to start in order to be great. And sometimes you just got to dive in.
I agree with you. I mean, I'm from New York. I came out here, do my thing. So, like you were saying earlier, you just got to take that leap, follow your dreams. And try to make it happen.
You gotta make right, because if you don't for real, we gonna die. It sounds morbid, but we gonna die.
Might as well die trying.
So we say, okay.
Dig.
I'm keeping it real, so you know the deal. In case you didn't know, I like to sing. So anyway, we got some topics going on. Y'all know the studio line if y'all want to call through 818-461-5432. So you might have some questions. You might have some comments. It's Giving Tuesday, but also talk to me Tuesday. So feel free to pull up on me. Pull up on me. Now, I got some treats to start off with. Ruby, I'm going to need some of your, I'm probably going to need some of your comments. I'm going to start with the vitamin D advice letter.
Okay.
What you have in front of you.
Okay.
And then I want to jump into some news to talk about what's happening. And I feel like that's going to spearhead the conversation. Now, for all those who are watching live and who are listening later, let's be clear. Vitamin D is a multivitamin for your mind. And it's all about shedding the light on the good and the bad. Because what do I say? If you want to do better and you want to be better, you got to be able to see better. And so what that means is you write into me And I'm going to give you my thoughts, views, and opinions. You take what you need and go. You eat the meat, you spit out the bones. But just know when you write into me, I'm going to keep it real with you because I would want you to keep it real with me. Are we cool? Now, in case you need some advice about your relationships, your career, your whatever it is, you can send me an email at vitamin D at dawnspeaks.com. That's vitamin D at dawnspeaks.com. And I want to welcome everybody that's watching. Make sure you comment on this letter too. This, I'm going to say controversial. Let me just get to the letter because I'm doing a lot of soliciting. I know y'all like, what's on? Where's the letter? Okay, it's coming. Everybody relax. Okay, here we go. Subject, my crazy aunt put me out her house. Dear Dawn, I'm so disappointed and upset with my aunt right now. Man, she kicked me out of her house 2 weeks ago and she changed all the locks on her house. And yeah, okay. My aunt took good care of me and she took me in when I was 7 years old when my mom passed away. But now that I'm 24, she's just straight up tripping on me all the time, Dawn. My aunt is always yelling at me to cut my hair, and she's always screaming at me to get a job and to help her pay bills. She also wants me to chip in for groceries and to wash dishes and to do laundry and to put out the trash every day. But Dawn, that's crazy. She makes really, really, really good money being a surgical nurse for a big-time cancer doctor up in Beverly Hills, and her house is already paid off, like years ago. Dawn, she can afford 2 maids and a 7-day dry cleaning station, a 7-day cleaning delivery service. She's like, why do I gotta get up and go to work for? Dawn, I like walking around all day in my brand new Jordans, drinking, having a little smoky smoke, and not working. I don't want no job. I told my aunt that a job ain't nothing but awful, demeaning corporate slavery that's only designed to break us down, and that we Black people need to be free and to stay free. 30 minutes later, after I said that to her, Dawn, she put all of my stuff out on the lawn out front and changed the locks on me. Now I'm sleeping in my homeboy Pedro's car that doesn't run, and I'm pretty much homeless now. Why is my aunt tripping so hard? She's supposed to take care of family and to be real family. How she treated me is so foul, yo. Signed, Dondrick Williams, Torrance, California.
Got a question.
You tried it. Go ahead.
How old is she?
She or him? I'm assuming it's a guy. You talking about the person right now or the aunt?
Son Dondrick. Dondrick. That's a dude. It's
I
a
think
guy.
so.
Okay.
If I guess it was Dondrika, it could be her.
How old is he?
That's a really good question. Because here's the thing. I'm two-folded on this. First of all, can I say first of all, how you just feeling like you just gonna eat up and live on somebody?
That part.
Just because somebody got some money that they worked hard for, why do people feel as though they ought to give it for free? It came with a lot of sacrifices. It came with a lot of perseverance. And honestly, Dondrick, I think it's very disrespectful of you for you to go ahead and say she's supposed to take care of family and to be real family. What did you think happened when your mama died? What did you think happened all these years that you lived in a house? And here's the thing. She didn't even say pay the full rent. I don't care if the house is paid for. You sitting up in that house, you eating groceries. You clearly got clothes on your back. And it ain't just no average clothes. You up here talking about you got the most expensive Jordans.
And she's not even your mama. She's your aunt.
What Toya said, he said 24. Did I say 24? Did I forget that fast? Yes. Yeah, I'm 24. Yeah. 24. Thank you, Toya. Toya on the move is listening. Child, I'm looking at the paper and missed it. Now, so on one hand, I'm just like, well, who do you think that you are to feel as though somebody's supposed to be taking care of you like that? Like, where is the audacity? The audacity. And when you look at rent in California, we talking easily for a 1-bedroom, $2,600.
Easy.
Mm-hmm. And the fact that you live in there free 99, brother, let's be for real.
And it's like I said, she's not even your mother.
She's not even your mother.
Self-entitlement.
I mean, self-entitlement, but here's the thing too. In so many ways, perhaps she is the mother because, and I say this loosely, because he's been with her since he was 7 years old. So that's 1/3 of his life now, but soon It's gonna be his full life because he's 24 now, and we know 3 times 7 is 21. So
Right.
but at the same time, why do you feel like you're not gonna do anything? Because God forbid your aunt transitions
Right.
unexpectedly. What you gonna do then? She's equipped you with a roof over your head, clothes on your back, food in your belly, and all she asking you is to take out the trash. Put some money. I didn't say pay for the groceries. Put some money towards the groceries. Perhaps cut the lawn, cook something, do something, and then you gonna say, Dawn, she make a whole lot of money because she's a surgical nurse to a cancer doctor up in Beverly Hills. How dare you? Don't that sound insane?
And especially when you live in rent free, you should want to do those things. Come on.
They say gratitude is everything. The more grateful you are, the more things you have to be grateful for. Now,
Right.
because you know I gotta play the devil's advocate. Now, hear me out. Make room. Make room. Now, I've heard in a lot of other cultures, they actually support loved ones or their children until they get married and financially get on the feet. But here's the thing. She didn't have a problem. She just said do something. Now, just because these older cultures aren't saying, okay, you 18, you got to get out right now. She didn't even pull that on you. All she said is that you got to get up and do something. And you going to come back at her and say something about you don't want no job. What? Now, what Trina say? Trina say she don't owe him nothing. He exactly where he needs. Exactly. Because I bet that car don't feel that good. And I mean, it doesn't get too cold in California, but it get a little nip at night.
Yeah, at night, definitely.
I bet if you had a good old job, you would have something warm. And the fact that you've been put up for this long, you ain't even saved no money to get your own car.
Right.
So what was that really like? For you to say that she's supposed to be like real family, who you thought was pulling up? Picking you up, dropping you off, taking you where you need to go. Because you didn't just say no regular shoes. You said my new Jordans. Don't play with me. Play with yourself.
So ungrateful.
What would you say to him?
You ungrateful.
And I mean, I don't even know if I want to put on it like, oh,
For
dang.
somebody that don't have much, you should appreciate somebody helping you.
Yeah.
You know.
But not in fairness, but if we take in consideration too, if you've never had to work or do, maybe that's all you know in the most ignorant way. So I don't know if there's other ways that she could have humbled him or she could have did whatever, but that's crazy. So listen, I'm not on your side. She is real family. She's taking care of you for what? Over 18 years? No, 17 years. What? Trina say he wants handouts and someone to take. Right, child, you better sit down. Toya say she was real family. She was there the whole time since he was 7. And now that he's grown, he needs to be a man and step up to the plate. That's what I think. And I completely agree with you, sis. I completely agree with you, hands down.
100%.
Because what you gonna do when you gotta get out there in the real world? Huh? Who gonna save you then, boo? Dondrick, I don't know what you expected for me to say. A part of it, I just feel like you coming out of the side of your neck. You really are. And it's got quite doggone disrespectful, if you ask me. So get yourself together because I know you was trying to live that comfortable life. I mean, and here's the thing. You are in the car. So you really ain't got to work. So if that's comfortable for you, still live out your life. Be in that car that don't work. Cold. And when you get hungry, let me know if you want to get a job.
Better find you a woman at least.
Hey, Dr. Travis.
Got women out here in LA ready to put you up.
Look, now see, you know what? And you know what?
Just got to find one.
You hear this one right here? Are you clearly speaking from experience?
No, I got my own place. I'm good.
But
Never
I mean,
been put
here's
up,
the thing. Listen, this is another thing I want to say. Somebody had made a comment. You're like, Dawn, where's this coming from? Make room. Somebody made a comment about, being in LA pursuing your dreams and how some people front to make it so easy. Like, me, I'm doing my podcast. Like, this is the only thing they doing, but they're up here being an escort. Work is work. And, if that's your route, I'm not here to rain on your parade because it's take a lot of work. You got to keep yourself up. You got to make sure you're available. You got to accommodate feelings. Like it's a twofold situation. So unless you're trying to get down on the get down, you better get it together.
Yeah. Yeah. The maintenance, the upkeep.
Okay. So either way, you're gonna have to work. You
Yeah.
working how many holes? Let me stop. And showing things right. At least sweep and take right. But you know what got her, Trina? What got her is because he said that he don't want to work. Talking about it's another way of slavery. Well, why don't you get crafty with it and do some investments? Get into some cryptocurrency.
There you go.
That's what you do, trading and stuff, or no?
I do. That's right.
Let me ask you real quick. Somebody reached out. Okay, wait. Dondrick, so that's the answer. Thank you so much for writing in. If you or somebody else you know would like to get some advice and would like to submit their advice letter, I want to encourage you to email me at vitamin D at dawndaiSpeaks.com. That's vitamin D at dawndaiSpeaks.com. I'm gonna put it down on the screen just in case, just to let you know. Pull up on me and know that I'm gonna keep it real with you. Okay. Okay, cool. Now, what did I just say to you?
About the crypto.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I dabble.
Do you know I had somebody call me yesterday, was like, or text me, like, are you ready to make money by clicking? Have you heard of MetaMask?
Yes.
That's a real thing. It's safe.
Yes.
Oh,
It's
okay.
where they store
Currency.
cryptocurrencies. Yes.
I got an account.
MetaMask. I use the Trust Wallet myself, and Coinbase. I've never
Okay.
used that one in particular.
Well, I probably got some questions for you to see how this works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not an expert now.
I mean, but you might know more than what I know. And if you know anything about cryptocurrency, are you with it? Let me know.
'Cause
Pull up.
right now the market's really good because since your guy Trump got elected, things have been booming.
So you like this is a good thing?
Well, I look at it as you got to take the good with the bad. So he's in.
You know,
Mm.
I mean, if you ask me, this could be all right. Hear me out, family, and I want to encourage you to pull up on me, call me, and let me know. What if Trump being in office is the best thing for people of color, specifically Black people? Does that sound insane to you when I say that?
Let me hear that one more time.
What if Trump being in office is the best thing for us right now? Okay, hear me out. This is what I'm
The
saying.
only thing I could say is we'll have to wait and see.
The reason why, because if so many things are being taken away, if there's so many restrictions, we are at the point that we got to rely on ourselves. And prior to desegregation, that's what we had to do. Our dollar circulating, and as people of color, Black people, we are known to move the needle when it comes to the economy, especially the purchasing or, consumer economy. We are the number one buyers, and Black women will lead the way. So what if we are forced to put our money in our circle? Every local business, our communities, recreation, because we're forced to look after each other. We don't have to waste our time on anyone else.
I agree with you. It's tough to do, but I mean, I definitely see your point. But with Trump coming in, I don't know. It's we'll have to see how this plays out. I mean, so far the market, crypto market has been booming. I mean, it's been running up since the word got out that he's going to be elected.
Do you know what that means or why that is so?
Honestly, I can't really say. I guess, in my opinion, they probably feel like with him in office, the economy will get back up. It's just my opinion. But
I mean, going around the narrative that he is a businessman.
right.
But no one ever said whether or not would you say a successful businessman, because he's filed for bankruptcy a couple of times. A lot of businesses have failed.
Right.
And he is coming from a very lucrative or wealthy, historic, whatever you want to call the family.
Right.
Which makes me think of another thing that's taking place. So we have Assembly member Isaac Bryan. Are you familiar with him? Well, he's introducing a California bill that would give public university admissions priority to slave descendants. What am I talking about? Okay, Assembly member Isaac Bryan said he will introduce a bill that would give admission priority to the descendants of slaves at the University of California, which currently has 4.7% of students who are Black, and California State University, 4% students that are Black. And this was based on the records from 2003. Now, these are two of the largest public university systems in the nation. In an effort to protect the state's progressive policies ahead of the president-elect Donald Trump's second term, it has been announced that the incoming Trump administration is expected to make it dismantling diversity, equity, and inclusion programs a priority after the Supreme Court's decision last year to outlaw affirmative action in college admissions, which created a new legal landscape around diversity programs in the workplace and civil society. Now, at the same time, legacy admissions, long seen as the perk for the white and wealthy at selective colleges, have come under fire in recent years, following the Supreme Court's ruling against affirmative action. By banning affirmative action but allowing legacy preferences, which favor the children of alumni and donors, critics say the court left admissions even more lopsided against students of color. Now, Isaac Bryan told the Associated Press, and I quote, "For decades, universities gave preferential admission treatment to donors and their family members, while others tied to legacy as a harm were ignored and at times outright excluded. We have a moral responsibility to do all we can to right those wrongs. This is in line with the recommendations developed by members of the California's Black Reparations Task Force." Now, you remember back in September, Governor Gavin Newsom signed a law stating that he formally apologizing for the state's legacy of racism and discrimination against Black residents. But what is apology gonna do?
Right.
Don't play with me, play with yourself. Now, Brian went on to say, and I quote, "When folks think about reparations, they think about just cash payments. But repairing the harm and the inequality that came from slavery and the policies thereafter is a much bigger process." Now, meanwhile, Trump made recent statements about paying reparations to white students that he said had been affected by diversity, equity, and inclusion programs.
Yeah, I had to laugh when I saw that one. That's crazy. That don't even make no sense. Yeah.
What? Now, here's the thing. I went to Howard University. And believe it or not, we had some Caucasian students who actually got admitted and probably got a scholarship
Right.
because of affirmative action. Now, here's the thing that we got to take a look at. I don't even know, because when you put it out there and it come out your mouth, y'all seeing me say this, y'all can hear me say this. So listen, make room. When you get the clip, make room. Hold on, let me give a shout out to my cousin. Hey, Myra. Oh, you in the hospital? Oh my gosh, we're sending prayers to you. Feel better. Shout out to my cousin Myra down in Alabama.
Oh.
Down there near Gas to Alabama. Prayers to you, cousin. Sending love. I'm gonna follow back up with you and making sure you're okay. Now, back to us saying. Now, taking in consideration, everything is a bit slighted. I see what he's saying. Well, dog, Caucasians or white students have been, quote unquote, I don't know. No, it don't make sense because
No, it doesn't.
Edit. Because listen, this is not just about, you're making room for now. You got to think about it. Even a lot of diseases that have affected African Americans, people of color for years, were based on racial conditions. I'm talking about high blood pressure. I'm talking about cancer. All this with diabetes. What you think, just because the color of our skin, we just bad? No, we had to survive on these grains to make it up here. I couldn't have no fresh food because I was sneaking in a crate. We're not even talking about, when we talk about anxiety, when we talk about stress. Can you imagine the stress somebody must feel? You got dogs barking after you. You traveling at night. You seeing your wife, your husband, your sister, your cousin, your friend, your auntie, your uncle getting raped, getting mutilated in front of you. Let alone, let's just take example of when we talk about just owning land and investments. You didn't, at one point, we didn't even have the right to vote, the right to sit in certain seats. So a lot of these things that people took as their normal day of life, it was actually, we were fortunate to experience. So all these years of learning how to invest, how to take care of our bodies, just learning how to get acclimated in society, that was already robbed. And it's like a thing of, I've seen this image of like, you have individuals stepping over to see what's over the fence. On one end, as far as people of color, I'm just talking about Black folk, We all the way on the ground. We can't see over. But you look at somebody Caucasian, they might even have a ladder. They might have several boxes to see over just because of the foundation that came because they didn't have any restrictions. They didn't have to beat over anything. So I'm here for Isaac Bryan's bill. What you think?
I think I'm muted.
No, you're not. You're not
Oh,
muted. Can
oh,
you hear
okay.
yourself? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I agree with you. 100%.
So that's my thoughts on that. So you can definitely let me know. You out there watching, listen, I would love to hear from you. Let me your thoughts, views, and opinions. When you're looking at things like this, like, dog, do we need to start our own university? You know, even when I'm proud to say I'm from Howard. Woo, 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 boo, boo, boo. But let's just be real. Howard wasn't founded by a black man or a black person. Like, will this push us to the point that we create our own universities? I'm trying to think. I don't want to misquote. I don't know if it's called Run the Vote, but it's some site that people are saying that if you can't run for anything, because at this point, who Trump is appointing in all these positions, what is their experience? So again, what's stopping you?
And not one of them black.
Hello, somebody. Wake up, everybody.
I saw the
no more.
photographs and I said, I'm not surprised.
What do you say to people that say that perhaps he's not racist? What you think?
It's
I mean, now listen. From what I understand, I believe his family. I think there was a photo of his father in the whole KKK garb.
yeah. People will play the part in the public eye and act like, oh yeah, I'm not racist, but behind closed doors, we can kind of get how that family is
Mm-hmm.
behind closed doors.
And here's another thing too. Even what they're doing with the school systems and dismantling the Department of Justice, I didn't think about this. How was your Thanksgiving? I have so apprehensive to say Happy Thanksgiving. I have been saying Happy Turkey Day, and the reason being is that when you understand or you learn a little bit about the history, this was a day that so many people of Native American descent were slaughtered. I mean, heads skinned, murdered at the table, hypothetically, but this was not a ooh kumbaya. And on one end, folks saying, well, that's not the way I'm viewing it. That's not the way I'm celebrating it. How would you feel if you are a person of color, if you're a black person, doing away with slavery? There's no recognition. That means everything that happened to you that made you disenfranchised causes very diseases in your life while you don't have the financial stability, the support as maybe a white counterpart. And somebody said, we're going to do away with that. We're going to call it happy, whatever the case. How would that make you feel? Because essentially, I can see that happening.
Yeah. I can see it happening too.
So I don't know if you were celebrating Thanksgiving, but I'm just curious.
I did.
Yes.
Just went and bought food like I do every day.
Mm.
Just another day to me.
Then you saying that because you're from New York. You don't have any family out here, do you?
No.
How long you been
But-
out here?
15 years now.
Oh, you outside.
Yeah.
Oh, you are Angelino for real.
Yeah. I guess you could say that.
Okay. So that's just a thought here. So anyway, you've been out here for that. You can chime in. Other than that, we're gonna switch the topic. So thank you so much for pulling up, Ruben.
Yeah, it was a pleasure. Felt like old times. Been a hot minute since I've been on the radio.
Was
So,
that ever a big dream for you?
one of them? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I like radio. Plus, I was DJing around that.
So you was the love with the music and kind of
Yeah, you get it.
And if you think about it, we were ahead of the curve because before all this stuff, like we were already doing this.
We were doing podcasts before all these celebrities was doing podcasts. Before it got big, like when podcasts started, like 20? Well, we started around 2016.
I was actually doing it before that because what you know about SoundCloud?
Oh, no.
Listen, you can Google it. I got a character on SoundCloud.com where I was starting my snippets of vitamin D. I was starting under the comforter. I had my Samsung microphone. Today's dose of vitamin D.
Yeah, a lot of people was doing it from their homes, but yeah, and it's crazy. And you see all these celebrities, just everybody want to do podcasts now.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Miss Jackie, call me and let me know what's going on. This is Ruby Zoe in the studio.
How you doing, Miss J?
Miss Jacqueline. Some of these people that you're seeing, along with family, but quite a few people are here. I've known them from when I was on the FM dial. And there were some of my
Oh,
listeners that transferred over, and I was telling them all this time, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get back in the studio, just hold up. Cause we left off, I was still working for the Harvey show.
right.
And so I had let go of that, but I was still able to do my podcast here. And then in doing that here, that's how I had the opportunity to be on the FM dial.
Okay.
And then after that dismantle, I came back. Okay, we'll do. I'm out about getting ready to do something. Fingerprints. I'll call you when I'm done. Okay, well, I'm on to 6:30 or 6. But yeah, call me. So yeah. Yeah, that's all I got. No, I think I don't know about you because I know your mom transitioned. She had breast cancer as well, right?
Yeah.
You're right. Holidays do hit different. Like once
Yeah.
they get to like November, I'm like, oh, can we just fast forward? Just go to March real quick. Just
I don't really I mean Christmas, but and New Year's, I try to go home around that time, but lately for the past 2 years I just stayed in LA. Sometimes I don't even want to deal with the traffic, the traveling. Sometimes just get hectic, so I just choose to stay home. Plus, I don't want to get snowed in. New York, around that time.
You from Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Cause you West Indian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your background?
Haitian, baby.
Oh my gosh. Wait, there is a Haitian dish in the New Year, right? Or soup?
Soup jumu.
Soup jumu. So, what is that?
It's a great soup. It's really good. But you probably ain't gonna find that here. You got to go to New York. You'll find it in the restaurants over there.
Like your mom or your family was from Haiti?
Yeah.
Were you born there?
No, Brooklyn.
So like it's French, right? The language is French.
French and Creole, yeah.
Do you speak any?
A little bit of Creole.
For real? You have never spoken to me in Creole. Say something.
You're gonna understand.
Well, still say it, and then tell me what you said.
Do you know what sac passe means?
Sac passe?
Uh-huh.
No.
It's like a lot of people know what that means.
Are you judging me? This is a judge-free zone. I don't know.
It's what's up? Hello.
Sac passe.
Yeah.
What's up? Sac passe.
Like a lot of people. That's not.
Well, say hello. My name is Ruby.
Hello.
Or what's up? Or how you just greet somebody and say I'm such and such.
And you know what's crazy? Because I've been here so long and I have nobody to speak it to. So sometimes I tend to forget certain words. That's the crazy part.
That's the crazy part.
Because I have nobody here to speak it to. So I gotta, sometimes practice in my head certain words. But no, for real, I tend to forget. How do I say my name?
It's all right. I didn't mean to put you on froze like that. He was like, wait, first you throw me in the studio. Now you asking me to speak Creole, French.
You want me to make full sentences? No,
all I said was hi, such and such. Oh, that was my text. Let me put my phone on do not disturb. Go ahead.
Okay.
Actually, that came from my computer.
You gotta have.
But y'all, you have to have it on D&D. D&D, baby.
Your equipment on mute.
So how you been since the pandemic? Since the pandemic was going on, did that really affect you? How did it affect you?
I mean, it's funny because it's right around that time I started doing investing. Yeah, it was like I was home, had nothing to do. Then you got these stimulus checks coming in. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not even going to shop, do anything. I don't need anything. Let me just put the money somewhere, make it work for me. Yeah. Started doing crypto around that time. Got me into it.
Really?
That's when I started.
Because when we talk about crypto, that's the Bitcoin too?
Yeah.
But that's not the same as the NFT.
No, that was some crap they started. That's not even around anymore.
That was ridiculous.
NFT.
People were paying all that money for a digital thing.
Celebrities were making money off that.
That was crazy.
If you have a following, a strong following. You know, the celebrities were capitalizing off of that. Yeah.
Any of y'all, do y'all do any crypto or anything like that? I'm just curious. I mean, I guess it's something to learn about. I don't want to get to the point because we at the crux. We the new season, new old.
Right.
Oh my Lord, I be finding myself be talking to people. I be like, listen, I don't know if you old enough. And I was like, dang, when did I get to that point where I'm like, I don't know if you old enough.
Been out here grinding.
My mama used to say, just live a little longer. You'll see.
Yeah.
Just live a little longer. You'll see. Oh, yeah, we seeing all right now. I was, I don't know if I share with the family here, man. So, I was on the softball team.
You was?
I was. And, for the season. And first it was another teammate. Brother ran to first base and pulled both of his quads.
Really?
I said, how you do some stuff like that? Then it came for me. I was running to first base and I reached out with my leg. Why you laughing? Why you laughing?
I'm trying to picture you playing softball.
What are you talking about? First of all, Ruben, you met me a couple dawns ago.
Oh.
First of all, I'm very athletic. Okay. I play basketball, softball, cheerleading, volleyball. Okay. I can play kickball.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just trying to picture it in my head, and it's making me laugh because I just can't see it. But I'm not disagreeing with you. It's just...
What in the insult? What in the... Oh, my... Ain't that... Hey, Miss Maya, you in the building.
Hey, Dawn.
See your headphones squeaking.
Oh.
Because he ain't got them all on his ear. Hey, Uncle Michael. Hey. But anyway, I'm up here running to first base. And I did a thing like this with my legs. I did like a reach. Like I was reaching. So my leg is going forward. So my left leg is... Okay, these are my legs. The left leg, or the opposite. This like the opposite. The left leg was going forward. So the front of my body was this way. I must have leaned back. Bent the back, got nauseous. I thought I was going to have to step out the game. I said, hold up. Wait a minute. Is this when it happened? Does it sneak up on you like that? That ain't right. That's how I was like, we got to keep moving because we can't be shutting down like that. Ain't going to laugh at me. So anyway, what else you want to talk about, Ruben? What's on your mind?
Yeah, nice watch. I like your watch. What kind of watch is that?
This is they need to cut me a check. This is a G-Shock.
Okay.
Everybody always says it's like it's a moment. I be like,
nice looking watch.
Y'all like my watch? Ooh, hold on. Ooh, there she goes.
Caught my attention.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah, the way that actually
when you have a watch that catches somebody's attention, it's a nice piece.
Really?
Yeah.
She gets a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Y'all like it? Oh, why can I? Oh, there. Yeah, I guess so. Cause the wet. Yeah. She outside. I think it was like $150. True story. I had bought it.
Color goes with your skin tone.
Thank you. My sister. I had bought one for my sister, right? And then my best friend at the time. I'm thinking she would like the watch. I noticed she wasn't wearing it. Is it wrong that I said, let me have it? I mean, I did. You weren't wearing it?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Have you ever done that? Have you ever?
Especially if she wasn't wearing it. I mean,
thank you. Oh, Toya says she washing some dishes. I know that's right. Yeah. Go ahead. You ain't wearing it, what?
Well, especially if it's your sister.
No, I had bought my sister. So my sister was the one that identified the cuteness of this watch.
Gotcha.
Then I had given my friend, because I was like, they're both in their whole girly moment. They like it. And then I noticed she wasn't really rocking. I was like, girl, this is a cute watch. This is on trend. And I said, can I have it back? I said, if you're not wearing it.
And she gave it back to you.
I got it on my wrist.
Well, yeah, clearly. But yeah, I take it she didn't like it then.
Yeah, if you're not gonna.
You don't give back something you like.
Yeah, and I wasn't offended. I was like, okay, because look, you complimented it so many other people.
Yeah, it just probably wasn't her taste, and that's fine.
That's fine.
It's a sporty watch, so she's probably not that a sporty person.
I think it can go both ways. 'Cause
It
I've
can.
worn this
It
with sporty, or I put like jewelry on, and when I'm decked out, she can be cute. But yeah, you wouldn't wear this with a business suit
No,
or like
no.
super casual. You're right.
But
Um,
and maybe that wasn't her
her
style.
stilo, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Toya said, nice watch. Shout out to Toya on the move. Also, let me just interject real quick. You know, today's Giving Tuesday. Did you give? Yo,
I gave to myself.
true Ruby answer. Here's the thing. I feel like this whole break, when you go down from Thanksgiving,
Uh-huh.
then you got Black Friday,
Right.
then you gonna do Cyber Monday, then you trying to bust my pockets for Giving Tuesday. God, dog.
I got another question. Is it me or does it feel like Black Friday is not how it used to be? It used to be real crazy. It wasn't as crazy. Hasn't been this crazy for the past, what, 2-3 years?
You know, well, one, they say the sales aren't really sales.
Yeah,
Two, we don't even have the amount of stores that we used to have open.
that's true. Well, yeah, a lot of people doing online.
And because of the online shop, so you kind of miss that feeling. It
Yeah.
was something to be felt,
Yeah,
something to be said.
yeah,
Going up to the mall, standing in line,
yeah,
excited to see yourself because we had a chance to commune with other people.
yeah.
You saw the Christmas decorations. I ain't gonna hold you. I do like the advancement of technology, but I sure do miss the days.
Yeah,
when
you could just walk into the
you could
store.
walk into the store. You had to stand in line. Shoot, if
Mhm.
I didn't answer the phone, it wasn't like I was ignoring you. That means I just had a life.
Right.
I remember now. See, this is how you know we old.
Mhm.
I was about to say, I remember being in middle school. Now, for some people, they might say, nickel, you would put a quarter in the phone to make a phone call.
Right.
And I remember way back when I was real young, I was on that rotary phone.
Mhm.
What? And don't act like we didn't know what was popping when three-way first came out. Oh my God. I know. Am I talking over your head? What's some things you remember?
You going way back.
My friend actually sent me this video. Child almost died. The phones that we grew up using is now in a museum.
Right.
I'm not playing with you. Look at this. Can y'all see this? Oh, let me turn the volume off.
Yeah.
Look at these. I know you like doing. Why are you showing this?
I had a sidekick.
I had the Sidekick. My mama had the StarTech. That was the flip phone. I had the BlackBerry joint. I think I had the newer one.
Had a
That's
Nokia. Remember Nokia?
That was my first cell phone, a Nokia.
Yeah.
The blue joint. I think it was a 35, 50, 30, something. I can't even think what it was.
Blueberry had a nice run. I mean, sorry, Blackberry.
Lord have mercy. Are you hungry?
Yeah, I haven't eaten yet. I'm thinking of blueberries. But no, yeah, but Blackberries had a nice run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when the iPhone came out, I was living in New York.
The first iPhone was sold not too long ago for
$1 million.
$1 million. Yeah.
Because it was unopened.
Unopened, yes. And I said to myself, I wish I would have kept one unopened.
Nobody thought you were excited to use it.
Now we're at iPhone 16.
Yeah. I'm not there. What are you at?
15.
Hmm.
I'm like, wow, so many iPhones.
It's great. You know, I stay on technology, and we still hold
Yeah.
strong with this 12 Pro Max. But you know, if you would like to donate to the
Mhm.
Dawn Day Fund, you want to support Vitamin D so we can give content, live. I just want to say, hey, I'll take it.
Every little bit helps.
Every little bit helps.
Yeah.
Miss Maya said, you taking me way back. I had a BlackBerry phone.
Oh,
Did you? Miss Maya call me? I haven't talked to you.
no, of
You want to call
course.
in real quick? Don't make me call you, Miss Maya, because you know what you did when you gave me your number. So are you going to call me, or do I need to call you? You know what? In fact, talk to me.
Mhm.
What else are some nostalgic things that you remember that we ain't got no more?
Some nostalgic things. I remember pagers.
What?
Yeah.
Do you remember the codes? 143 was I love you. When I would page my mama, we would always put our birthdays. So I would put 419 and then space 911.
911 was
Call
an emergency. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I had the green joint.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The pages.
What? And don't think you didn't think you were fresh walking with your pager on your hip.
That's crazy.
Stop playing with me.
New York was so crazy. If you had one, they thought you was a drug dealer.
got my beeper. Was that
Mhm.
Cameron that had a video about
Mhm.
why you? And then what was that Biggie? Why you gotta hit? No, what was? Who is that paging me? Some in the
6 in the morning.
morning, crack of dawn, and now I'm yawning. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Wipe the coal out my eye.
Ah,
See who's this paging me
and why?
Classic.
Come on,
But yeah,
Biggie Brooklyn, right?
huh?
Biggie Brooklyn, right?
Of course, yeah. Back then, you had one. Yeah, they thought you was a drug dealer and shit.
Why was that? Like,
It was this stigma, with black men having pages. It's just a stigma they created for us. Yeah, it's New York for you.
dang, what else I'm thinking about that was nostalgic? Dang, you beat me. That would have been my thing.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Matter of fact, what came after?
After that,
The gray flip phone, right? That was
no, then they had the so you talk no, depending on which page are you talking about. You had the one that you had to put the numbers in, but then they had the texting page. You could type on, or you could, it was like arrows. Anyway, it had a
Yeah.
digital screen where you actually had words.
Yeah.
When I'm the pager I'm talking about, we had to create our words. Meaning when you would type in a number,
Yeah.
you turn it upside down, and it was like we was like coding in
Yeah.
a sense.
Yeah.
Okay, I miss Black Planet.
Say what?
You don't remember Black Planet?
Are you talking about the website?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh damn.
What you thought I was talking about?
I just had to make sure that's what you mean. Oh man, that was a long time ago.
Wait a minute, Miss Maya, real quick. You heard about the recall on the eggs, right?
Oh yeah.
You heard about the Costco recall on the eggs? Sun-fed eggs got recalled for salmonella. It was in 13 states. California was one of them. And then also
some other products too got recalled. Yeah, it's scary to eat these days. You don't know what's gonna happen, if you're gonna get sick or not.
But the food ain't even real. Yo, I ain't gonna even hold you.
They're making fake lettuces and
fake meat. They got the print not the meat. But here's the thing: probably if you eat fast food, I do, and I still love my fish fillet. And there's a high probably chance that we've already been eating that kind of food when you really think about it.
Probably.
Does that concern you?
Well, I don't do fast food, and when I say fast food, I mean like McDonald's.
Oh, I didn't got just
Burger King.
So you don't like a fish fillet?
No, I stopped eating that food a long time ago.
You only made a fish fillet. Fillet. I'm a crack for a fish fillet. I'm a crack for a fish fillet, and I'm gonna get some extra tartar, extra cheese. But other than that,
I'll do it in and out.
What about a Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
They're catching under fire. Did you ever realize why KFC is no longer Kentucky Fried Chicken?
Why is that?
It's just KFC. It was another business. I mean, just think about it. Because can you really promote that you're selling chicken? Is it real? I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. I am not trying to bash any type of brand.
Right.
I don't know if I would. Let me not speak. Hold on. Slow down, dog. Slow down, Jim Shoe. You're moving too fast. You're moving too fast for that ass. You're moving too fast for that ass.
It's a podcast. We can say what we want.
Right, but I can't be messing up those sponsors because we're working on the point where the family is going to start donating. Ideally, the goal is to I don't know if I would have to do a Patreon. I mean, I would love to just be here full time and come in every day, come in live. But it does take a lot of work and it does take a team. And I know that I have to garner the audience so I can do that. But in the meantime, ultimately getting to the point of sponsorships. I had even talked to the family. I was like, yo, I would love to get appointed. We had a voice for the community. Why not advertise and bring your business right here? Right. The people we talking to is right here.
Right.
I'm just saying. So that's the direction we moving in. But until then, I'm open.
Yeah. Okay.
Open like a hoe on Sunday. Do you know why?
Why is that?
Do you know why a hoe is open on Sunday?
No, I never understood that. Why is that?
Because all her tricks are in church.
I guess.
You get it?
Okay.
She's open for business.
7 days a week.
No, but specifically on Sunday because everybody in church. You get it? No, it was a joke. That went over your head. Okay.
Nah, I think I get it. She could find a lot of clients there.
Or that she's open, meaning there's no clients there because they're in church.
Oh,
You get
okay.
it? I'm
Okay.
open like a hoe on Sunday.
Okay.
I didn't say Saturday. I said Sunday.
Okay, I got
You
it.
feel me?
I feel,
Got another little chuckle.
I
A little
feels
chuckle
you.
wuckle.
I feels you.
Oh. But no, I really would like that. I really would.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what's coming up? Have you ever been on the Tom Joyner cruise?
No, but my friend in Atlanta L, she's worked on it. Talk to me.
Yeah, I just saw that they're doing it in October. I was thinking about going. Cat Williams gonna be on
On Catwood?
it. Yeah.
He said the truth coming out in 2024.
Oh, wait a minute.
Hold up.
Wait a minute.
Hold up.
Have you heard about Jamie Foxx special coming out?
Well, no.
Oh
Is this the one where he
my
tipped off
God.
the FBI? 'Cause they-
Yes.
Give it to me. Give us the fourth to the
The
1-1.
special should be coming out. I don't remember. It's this month. Don't remember the exact
heard-
date
wait.
on Netflix.
He gonna be talking about what? What did you hear?
He's gonna be talking about why he disappeared for a while.
Oh Lord, I didn't unmantled the microphone. Lord.
Remember he almost died?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be talking about that.
But was it supposed to be a brain aneurysm, so to speak? But
Something
people
like
were
that.
rumouring that it had to deal with some stuff with Diddy.
And that is what I've heard also. Yep.
You know,
That's gonna be supposedly it's gonna be the most watched special because everybody wants to chime in and see what he's gonna say.
what was
so-
the speculation about him and Diddy? I read
Apparently
something briefly.
he was drugged and which caused him, I guess, to almost lose his life. That's what I've been hearing. So we have to watch the special and see see what he say. But yeah, it's gonna be a big one. Yep. Said it's supposed to be the most tuned in special. I'm
gonna be
looking
on
forward to
Netflix?
Netflix. Yep.
Yo, Netflix is outside.
They killing it. But you know, guys like Jamie Foxx, they probably getting like 20 mil for that.
God, what do you mean, guys like Jamie?
The real top comedians, like
Oh,
the Dave
okay.
Chappelles, the Cat Williams, those guys get somewhere between that, either 15 or, I'm assuming or guessing.
You know, and on one front, you'd be like, dang, you getting paid that much for that hour. But you know how many years it took them to even get to that point?
Yeah. That's why I said,
I ain't with
the A-listers of comedy.
Yeah. Must be nice.
It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna make great content when you come back on. I promise you that. Great
And his
content.
son, speaking of which, Christian just got a lawsuit filed under him for an incident that happened on one of their little trips on a boat or something. A girl is filed a sexual assault charge.
You know, if I was anybody in that family, I'd lay low. Just don't be around these girls right now. It's too much heat. You know, the whole family. It's just everybody's on you guys. I would just lay low. You know, some of these women, you don't know if you could trust them.
Wait, whoa.
I said some. I said
Whoa,
some.
wait a minute.
And I'm not saying.
What do you mean by that? Some of these women you can trust them about what?
Well, a lot of these women, when they're around these celebs, some of them could be looking for a payday because they see.
Whoa! Okay.
Think about this. What the dad's going through right now, and then all of a sudden some woman is just trying to put that on the kid now. Like, I just find it's just too much. Like, all of a sudden, it's sexual harassment. Like, and I'm not saying she's wrong. She could be. I'm just saying, people tend to like judge so quickly. I wouldn't just believe somebody just because of what they said nowadays, because you really have to have proof. Because nowadays, a lot of people looking for a payday. You like, I don't know.
No,
But-
you know what got me is that you said you can't trust these women.
No, I said some.
Well, first, okay. I was still lenient in that first comment.
I said some.
And when
No.
I guess no difference rather when you say trust these women. You know, my mom told me back in the day, and I'm sure some women have done it with two things. One, poking holes in condoms.
Mm-hmm.
Two, using turkey basters. I'm just
Mhm.
saying, so on that front, making room. But when you first said that, it was like, well, if you've been assaulted, when is the right time? I don't know if you've ever been affected. You've been in a relationship. You could have broke up, got into it. You know the nerves that you felt even bringing up something that may have been uncomfortable. So when you
Yeah.
say, "Oh, out of the blue," this man, the latest charge is him on the building dangling somebody. Was it 12 stories high? What? You have coming out that he freaking blew up a car. Wait a minute. I'm not just talking about a person doing that. You're talking about Diddy. I'm talking about somebody that has millions of dollars, the money, and the influence. I don't want to say affluence too. Influence.
Mhm.
Come on. And you got a dream out there. You coming and thinking you're going to chill. And let me just be real. I was at an event not too long ago. Hey, Chuck. I was at an event not too long ago.
Mhm.
And I can't even imagine. They mentioned, I ain't going to put everything on blast,
Mhm.
but they mentioned how, because it was an industry event,
Right.
and many of the individuals were older. And they had the comedian, the host, had brought up the whole Diddy situation and talking about how so many people laying low because more than likely you was at that party. And at the same token, even in that night, you got I say older cats, probably in their late 50s, early 50s. How you pushing up on me like that? And
Mhm.
now we're at a point where women can be more vocal because you have more spending power, you have more control. But then when you had to be in a reliance, how was I going to say something?
Yeah.
He would be threatening out there talking about, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to destroy your career, or I can create a career for you. You know, by chance, even you and I both, you've been out here 15 years. I'm on 11.
Yeah.
What does that look like if you were 11 years younger and meeting somebody that said, hey, Ruby, I can give you what you need. Just pull up on this party or just bend over a little bit. I mean, not like that, but I'm just
Right.
saying.
I get what you're saying. Yeah. It's tempting. Of
Hmm.
course. Of course it is. And a lot of these people want to be around celebs. You know, some of them want to date them.
I mean, you want to, probably have that lifestyle, have that experience.
Right.
So,
Right. I don't know. I just see it as like, if the guy was something happened like that and the guy was a regular guy, just, it would the person would just it wouldn't you wouldn't hear about it. I just feel like when women say, "Oh, a celebrity sexually assault them or something," it's without proof, it's hard to believe because a lot of men is gonna believe that she's looking for a payday. You know, and not to say that it didn't happen. I'm just saying, a lot of men these days with the way you know women move these days, men tend to think that she could be looking for a payday.
I've heard quite a people
Which
say,
which has happened. It's not like it hasn't
well, you
happened.
shouldn't have been doing anything like that for me to have to seek that. Let's just be honest. Don't put me in a predicament or a situation where something like that can occur. Then it wouldn't even be a conversation. Just keep it real so you know
Mm.
the deal. Hello?
I get your point. Yeah,
Did you catch it?
I get it. I get it.
Because it's coming in hot.
I
And
get it.
people have come forth. They're like, yo, why is it that we putting him on blast more so than other people?
Mm.
And it wasn't until I had a conversation because you got who was that was in prison? The Weinstein guy, or not
Oh,
Harry, but the Jeffrey Epstein.
Epstein.
And
Yeah.
then also the guy from Nickelodeon. And I said,
Yes.
well, at first it does seem outright like, oh, you putting the black man underneath. You got the black man doing that. But in all honesty, and to take in consideration, Diddy was always up front.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it was his music, whether he was doing something, whether he was getting something. So of course that news is going to be the headline because we're used to talking or seeing him and talking about what's going on.
Yeah.
So I thought about that the other day and I was like, isn't that we're not putting on blast? It's just the fact that he is a forefront figure.
Right. Right.
And it doesn't help. I think in some ways you kind of get an idea of what he's capable of. I mean, now that all this came out, like when you hear and see like, oh, you got to walk to Brooklyn to get the cheesecake, like makes a little bit more sense now. Even he's like that video or that clip, and I always liked it for a while. When he was at the phone, he hung up the phone. He's like, I get whatever I want. I get whatever I want. I was like,
Right. Right.
okay.
I remember when Diddy had the reality show. What's the one where?
Not making the band.
No. When
Danny the Cat. No, that was part of making the band. What?
When he was looking for an assistant, remember he had that reality show?
I want to work for Diddy.
Yeah.
Let me see.
A friend of mine was like, "You want to go audition?" I said, "Heck no." I said, "I'm from Brooklyn. What I look like taking orders from him? Because I know me. My attitude is gonna flare up. I'm not gonna be that dude that's gonna take that. So I couldn't go on that show.
Take that.
Nah, man, nah. I was like, nah. I ain't on audition for that. I'm good.
What? Because you wouldn't want to be an assistant to anybody, or specifically
to
Diddy?
anybody, yeah. And
Oh, yeah.
the way he's barking orders, fuck no.
I'll say this: it does take a certain person, a special kind of person, to be an assistant. This is coming from somebody that is an
Yeah.
assistant.
I agree. Yeah.
There is a lot of swallowing, and
I swallow your pride. Take. That's not me.
there is a lot of humbleness. Bear is in the house. What's going on, Bear?
It's a bear.
It's a bear.
It's a bear.
Ooh, is that a gorilla?
Yeah, it is.
We got a silverback in the house. Yeah. You just gotta know what type of person you are. But then also that comes with, just like Don Drick from the Vitamin D advice letter, you gotta know there's a cost to everything.
Yeah.
What are you willing to do to make your dreams come true, to live the life that you want? Everything has a price. Now, a benefit, you can say, oh, I can't take orders, but if you have aspirations to get in the music industry, perhaps to be an executive, what better teacher than see somebody that's actually doing it?
Right.
And depending on how bad you want it, you're going to swallow, because it's like, why? Got swallowed up. I mean.
Yeah. Couldn't be me. I don't know.
Speaking of which,
No.
swallowed up. Sending prayers out to TD Jakes.
Oh,
Ooh,
yes.
Did you see that clip?
Yeah.
Was it a whole I
Hopefully
think
it
he
gets
had a whole
better.
stroke. That go my cousin. Hey Wesley, what up though? Yeah, but I didn't get a chance to play the clip or watch the clip, but he did come forth, I think, was it yesterday it was released? And he had talked about what he had experienced, and I guess he's like, I'm good, I'm okay. But that could happen with everybody. Now, some people speculating, is this stress? Because, oh my God, Dawn, you need to be mindful what you're saying.
I mean, he's
Because
older
you out
guy.
here wild.
He's an older guy. So.
He had connections of being at parties.
I heard
I didn't
that.
say what type of parties. Listen, don't be trying to get no clip talking about some Dawn said whatever. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I heard that.
What I read and heard.
My
thing is this.
I'm just waiting for this for this circus of a case to start, just to see what comes out.
It's supposed to start in March or June of next year?
I believe so.
2025.
Yeah.
But are we gonna be privy to all that information?
That's a good question.
That gotta be awful.
Yeah,
you think about the embarrassment, like when we were in high school,
yeah,
middle school, just when things traveled the whole world. Jesus.
I'm just wondering if there's video footages.
He had how many cameras in there?
I heard he had a lot of cameras.
Yes. Now here's the thing. They talking about some of the people that was in there.
I
don't know if it was oh gosh. Now see, you got me about to make a wall. Okay. Did Ray J say that they did?
I think he commented on.
He said something like the reason a lot of people weren't coming out is because they are paying off people to keep hush because they don't want to be exposed.
Right.
And the reason why Ray J came up fresh, I had just saw a clip of him on social media. He had complained or talked about somebody had came to shoot him. And then the clip I saw today that somebody had broken the windows in his car, like cracked it or something like that.
I saw that too. Yeah.
And they were like, listen, he tried to tell y'all. He tried to warn y'all.
Yeah. Yeah, be careful talking about that family.
And here I am. I come in love and light.
Good thing they don't know where we at.
You be surprised, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Surprise.
Yeah. Gotta be careful talking about that family.
What that family meaning the Jakes, meaning Combs, meaning who?
The Combs family. Yeah. That's who Ray J been talking about, the Combs family, right? They was about to jump him, or 3 of them.
Oh, you're talking about his sons. You're
right.
They
was about to jump him.
They was like, but they can't really do anything when they consider
it was reported,
all the heat that's on them right now.
Yeah, it was reported that I believe Chris Brown stepped in.
Into it. Yeah, they had got into it.
Yeah.
They had got into it.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, man. And the thing is that, like you said, there's so many other women that have experienced those types of things.
Hmm.
Again, but the reason why I feel like part of this is a good thing because people need to be shaken up. You need to be shook.
I agree. Yeah.
And who knows, with this all being released, this might have saved somebody else's life.
Celebrities have been doing this for years.
The pink couch, was it the pink couch? It was a couch.
Yeah.
You ain't heard about the casting couch?
Mm-mm.
Let me try to go. Y'all heard of the casting? Let me try to go. This real quick. Let me see the casting couch. Who was it? Was it the pink couch? Yeah.
I've definitely heard stories.
Yes, the casting couch is a euphemism for the practice of soliciting sexual favors from a job applicant in exchange for employment in the entertainment industry, primarily acting roles. The practice is illegal in the U.S. Predominantly male casting directors and film producers use the casting couch to extract sex from aspiring actors in Hollywood, Bollywood, Broadway, and other segments of the industry.
Yeah.
The term casting couch originally referred to the physical couches in the casting office, but is now a metonym for the phenomenon as a whole. Depictions of casting couch sexual encounters have also become a genre of pornography.
Mm.
Wait, let me look up metonym. I like that. It's a figure of speech. Metonym. You know, I need to incorporate that on Vitamin D. How many people want to upgrade their vocabulary? I need to have a word of the day.
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody and I was saying like words of the day. That's kind of, stimulate my brain. If you want to get into, listen.
There's a word.
Feed and
Stimulate.
affirm me, and then also, stimulate.
That's the word of the day.
Be able to take it in.
Stimulate.
Considering what we just left off of talking, like that was just.
That's the word of the
on here. Stop.
That's the word of the day. Stay stimulated.
What else you got? Anything you want to get off your chest? Anything you talked about? So you're an actor. Tell us a little bit about the work you be doing in LA. I don't know if Chuck is still here because Chuck, he be staying booked and busy like you. He down in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Always booked on TV shows, on series and all that.
Atlanta's the new Hollywood.
Right. And then you told me 50 just got a studio up in Shreveport, Louisiana.
Yep. G-Unit Studios. Yeah.
G-Unit.
Yep.
I remember.
He's trying to bring the economy to Louisiana, bring their economy back up. Since Katrina, they've,
I didn't think about that.
And then they get tax breaks too. So.
Right, because even bringing that, because the studio, that's going to allow for different restaurants. That's going to allow for other businesses because they got to eat.
Yep.
They got to sleep. Right.
Yep.
It's an overall boost.
So he's helping to bring business back in the community, which is good, but takes a lot of the jobs away from LA. And
people be like, "Oh, go down there." I don't know. I mean, of course, if an opportunity came, but
of course, yeah.
I don't know if I would say like it would be kind of like watered down.
Yeah, it depends on what the pay is.
But even watered down, the pay ain't gonna be as high as probably here. But I'm saying you kind of course, you're taking a decrease. I don't know.
You're taking a decrease, but if you're able to make a name, you should be able to get paid something decent, no matter where you go, as long as you have a name.
What isn't a name? Shoot, everything. Don't be surprised when they ask him what a cachette.
Yeah, if you're a working actor and you got your credits up, they'll pay you what you're worth. Of course, if you negotiate it, or your agent does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you out here acting, so we can catch you on different TV shows. What else? What's going on? Commercials? Have you done commercials?
Oh, not lately. No, it's been slow on that front. Trying to get a couple commercial gigs right now. Working on it.
You have an acting agent?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Not at the moment.
I need to do better. With getting a theatrical agent.
Yeah.
As well as a commercial agent. That's what I said. And it just reminds me of what I was talking with the dose of vitamin D was all about starting right now. I had walked out the house the other day. It was like 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, Dawn, are you doing everything that you said you're going to do? Even taking a chance on this, like, I don't want to look back and say, oh, I should have, could have, or wish I had did this. Because right here, right now is the youngest we'll ever be.
That is true.
You will not be, and it's like, dog, people are dying. Like, that you will expire. It is not a question.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. And I think the worst thing that you can do is say, I wish I had a did it. I wish I hadn't got scared. I wish I had have started.
Right.
And that was on the list. I mean,
Whether
you
you
do
succeed or not.
well, the success is doing it.
Yes, but
They
you know,
say the
it's
journey is the experience, and the
right.
experience is the journey. I think that's another thing that get us caught up because we waiting for this special day of this moment,
Right. Right.
right?
I agree. Yeah.
That's why you got to do what you love, enjoy the process.
I think that's the success part. As long as you doing what you love,
Hmm.
you know.
Because there's a lot of people, and no shade if that's you. Not you, but
Yeah.
you.
You know, I ain't
That's
getting paid.
going in miserable every day.
Right. You know, and for me, when I go on set, you know, I love it. It's just because I love being in that environment. You know what I mean? It's like I don't see myself doing anything else. I don't want to do anything else. You know, so for people that, you know, work in jobs that they don't like, you know, I get it. You know,
Mm.
you got to find something you love and just enjoy doing it, whether you're getting paid a lot of money for it or not.
Mm-hmm.
At least, you know, think about comedians, you know, that start. They're not getting paid a lot of money, but they do it because they love it. Right.
That's true.
So,
Shoot, I'm a testament. And since you're talking about doing what you love, y'all, here go the I just put in the I just put in the chat so people can click it.
uh-huh.
You in that Key and Peele sketch.
Yeah.
Go ahead and click that link. Ruby is in here. This is where I saw him on the slave block, the chopping block, whatever you call it, at the auction.
Yeah, I had a lot of people in New York hitting me up like, was that you?
When
So
did this come out? Was this over 10 years
that
ago? A few years ago?
yeah, it's a old yeah, because you know, Key and Peele is not even on anymore. That's a couple years back. Yeah.
Yo, I was watching back them in Living Color. Like they've been at it for a minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
Outside for a minute.
Mm-hmm. Classic show. In living color.
And Living. I didn't realize
Yeah,
at
I grew
first
up on that. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember Living Color and I remember them dancing. But I feel
Mhm.
like what permeated now listen, what permeated in my mind more and some of my most favorite characters,
Mm.
Mad TV.
Okay.
Mrs. Swan, I tell you everything. What do you mean? And then who I fell in love with. That's the reason why I study at the Groundlings.
Okay.
Um
Doing improv.
But we write sketches, so they prepare for a lot of people on SNL. It's like the
Gotcha.
training ground.
Gotcha.
Michael McDonald, when he was Stewart. No, I don't want to do it. You can't. I love Stewart.
Wait, so you working on your writing skills, like writing sketches?
Yeah, that's what. Okay, so clearly
No,
Ruby
that's
gonna be
just-
listening.
No, I'm just
But yeah, that's how I came across. Yeah, actually, I was supposed to write something before I went live, but I was up here trying to look for stuff, just getting it together. But yeah.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
You coming out to my show January 6th?
January 6th?
8:00. Tickets $17.
Where at?
At the Groundlings in West Hollywood, off of Melrose, 7307 Melrose Avenue.
Oh, there you go. Promote them. There you
Hello, pull up on me.
go. Yeah, I'll pull up. Yeah.
I'm for real.
Yeah, January 6th, right?
It's a Monday.
Ain't that the day the president gets sworn in?
Yes.
Oh, man. Let's just hope it's a good show.
Well, one thing about it is going to be a show.
Right.
So there's no question with that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, I'll come and check it out. Yeah.
You ever thought about doing improv?
I'm open to it. I have to see, I'll come check it out and see what y'all go through.
What you mean?
Just to see, sometimes you got to see things and, kind of like draw you in it. So that's why I said I'll come check it out.
I don't know if I ever thought about it like that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's why people go watch shows, right?
Rather to study. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And so speaking of which, I would recommend any and every person to look into improv. It helps with your confidence. Most importantly, it helps with your listening skills.
If you're in entertainment.
If you're just in life.
Yeah.
Because it just teaches you how to listen. It teaches you how to converse.
Okay.
To be creative, to also tap into that childlike vibe. And honestly, I feel like it's a really great, do I want to say like an instruction manual, but like for life.
Okay.
Because if you think about it, half the time we stressed or worried, we talking about everything that isn't right now.
Right.
You stressing about what's to come and you worried about what happened. Well, how about you step in the present and allow it to be a gift?
Right.
You feel me?
I feel you.
And the ground is like you gotta, or not ground is improv in general. You just gotta listen and you gotta catch it while it's hot.
Yeah. That's why I said I need to. I've never attended one before. So yeah, I need to just come check it out and just see how what y'all go through and how y'all lay it down. Yeah. Who knows?
I gotta invite you out to another show because sometimes we'll get tickets and stuff. And I have been one to even with some of my listeners, I'll give tickets out to come. So
Yeah.
yeah. So the next time I'll be like, yo,
I gave you a
you trying to
freebie.
pull up? They actually have a show. They just announced the black version, where actually Gary Anthony Williams and Cedric Yarborough, who Gary's just been on everything. He does the voice for like Unsung. But
Mhm.
Cedric Yarborough, Reno 911, he's on that show.
Okay.
And Danielle Gaither, she is an alum of a Groundlings, but they also have
Uh-oh.
Hey Miss Jackie.
Good evening. How are you?
How you doing?
I'm doing well out here in the hill country.
You said the hill country. What you mean?
That's where I am. I'm in I'm in Texas. Coming out of Lago Vista on my way home.
They call it
Had
the
to do
hill
some
country?
fingerprints.
Why is this doing this like this?
Say that again.
I was wondering why the static was coming in so intense.
I
Can you hear
have
that?
no idea. Hold on. Let's see. What about now? Ooh, it's bad.
All right, what about now?
Okay, what about now, Don? How you doing?
Hello?
Yes.
Let me try to hang up and call you right back.
It could be where I am. It could be where I am. I'm in the hills.
No, but that got to be an in-studio thing because I don't know why. Hold on.
Or maybe her phone is on.
I'm going to call you right back. Oh, here we go.
Thank you.
Wait, right here. Can you hear me okay? Yeah, let me try to call you right back.
Okay, bye-bye.
What was up with that?
Yeah.
That was whack. The only variable is you, Ruby.
That might have been on her end.
No, that's something because we getting the hello.
Might have been on her end.
Now I gotta see how you get to the call history on this. Hold up, wait a minute. Oh. Now that's a doggone shame. Oh, recents.
You lost her.
I found it.
Oh man,
There's no static, right? Oh, yes it is.
Don, it might be my area.
No, is it?
It could be. I'm way out in the hills, so our service is horrible.
Oh yeah?
Yes, ma'am. But I just wanted to call in and say good evening to everyone.
Good evening. Oh, hold on. Let me see something. What about, okay, how about now?
It's okay.
Okay, so it's a lot better now.
Yes, ma'am. How's everyone doing?
We're doing good. I got Ruby Zoe in the studio. If you want to give a shout out to him, I had mentioned early in the show. I met him when I first moved out to LA.
Hey, how you doing?
How are you, sir?
I'm great. How about yourself?
I'm doing well, sir. Doing well.
Now,
Can't complain.
You say you out in the hills. Where?
I am coming out of Jonestown, Texas.
Oh, Texas.
It's one of the suburbs of Austin.
Texas. Okay, Austin, Texas. All right.
I'm from LA. I went to Granada Hills.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm a Tex. I live in Texas now.
How long you been gone?
I left LA in '86.
For real?
And
so you've been gone almost 40 years.
Yes. My daughter is 36. My son is 25. And I raised both of them pretty much here in Texas. But I go home. I was just there in October, so.
Yeah, we linked up. We had some coffee. What
Yes.
what part of Texas are you again?
I'm in Austin. I'm in Central Texas. I'm in the suburbs northwest of there, the Cedar Park. Same city. Elon Musk got all this stuff out here.
Oh
know,
my
we
gosh. So
have,
everybody talking about them
um,
cars and what's people dying and stuff.
Mm.
Girl, look at the magnets, girl. Look, you put a magnet on one of them jokers, no telling what may happen.
He just set up his Tesla location on what's that, Sherman Way? That's like borderline
Up here.
North Hollywood Van Nuys on Sherman Way.
Yes.
Yeah, got the
He
Tesla.
did that there, but girl, look, but he did. Now you know his plant here is in Dell Valley.
Right.
It is 15 city blocks big.
Mm-hmm.
That's just Tesla. Then when you go to Bastrop, he not just, but about a year now, we have SpaceX. Those are where he's building the missiles for the NASA spaceships.
Right.
Then down the street from there, he's getting ready to crack ground for Twitter, because Twitter will be here also.
That's right, X.
Oh.
Yes, the X. All that's coming to Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably cheaper.
Well, you guys
Well,
don't get
yeah.
taxes in Texas, right?
Right. We have no state tax.
So wait, what does that look like? So what does that look like?
Okay.
Because you got to come
State
from
tax
somewhere.
here, well, because we have I call it a la carte miscellaneous tax. We have, I call it crazy tax, because everything else gets taxed. So when people buy homes, their property tax. We have business tax, franchise tax, property tax. Let me think. Pick something and it's taxed for the most part.
Shoot, I feel like everything in California taxed too.
Right, but see, we don't have employment tax or state tax to where there in California, if you get state tax, that's a whole different that's a salary for some. Just off of state tax. Because the average person pushing 80K in California, you can rest assured the state of that 80K is at least 15, maybe 20K just in state tax.
So you really coming out making 60.
Right, in California. But here in Texas, people come here, everything is here for the most part. We have Facebook, EA Sports, Indeed. Amazon has 4 different plants. Apple has 4 different plants. And this is just in Austin. That's not including Samsung just cracked ground up in Taylor. They're going to build their other plant. Amazon has a plethora of warehouses here. And their corporate offices in our domain.
Yeah, the Valley has 2. They have 2 Amazon warehouses in the Valley. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes.
Oh, wow. So is the property value really high there then? Or is it getting up there?
Here in Austin, well, where I live at, the median for a home, let's see, a median for a home is right at $450, and that might be for something that's 21, maybe 2,000 square feet, give or take. Maybe in 1,800 to 2,000 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, all central air and heat, 2-car garage, and maybe a third of an acre of land you're sitting on.
Yeah, you get more for your money out there.
You get more bang for your buck in Texas. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that.
In Texas is huge.
That's why I notice a lot of people been leaving LA. Either they going to Texas, they going to Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah.
Yep. I just a state where there's no tax.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
The homes are bigger.
Here, I'm able to do well with my business and stuff. So things are okay.
I was reflecting back on what we had started talking about. I don't know if you want to share with everybody, but it's going good as you're getting your setup for everything.
Yes, we were speaking at the very end to what I'm working on. Yes, ma'am. I'm working on that. Hopefully, with sponsors and investors, hopefully I will be able to break that in the first quarter of 2025. Especially with the change of power going into effect January 20. There's other things that I'm working on too. I don't know if you know, I assist with immigration forms.
So this is a big thing happening right now.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Don't be surprised when they ask it with a cachette.
Because I heard he's trying to deport a lot of people. I don't know if you heard, but yeah.
Right, I know. Port of entry is California, port of entry Texas, port of entry Illinois, port of entry Florida, port of entry Washington State, port of entry anything along a body of water. But what people don't understand and what they don't realize, see, folks are thinking that there's Hispanics down at the border. No, it ain't none of that. It's got any and everybody that's trying to get here.
Right.
But what people don't understand is the Hague Convention is an event that was taking place way before we were even thought of being born. So these countries are participating in doing things with the United States. We've been agreed upon that. And so all of a sudden now it's a problem for immigration. Well, hell, what people don't understand is the HB1, HB2, HB3, and HB4 visas is what's allowing immigration to take place, because the United States citizens don't want to work. The United States citizens don't want to cut the grass. They don't want to do the AC. They don't want to crack their back building, doing construction.
She's not
so what
lying.
they got to do? They have to employ somebody. So you have people from overseas. They get sponsors such as Apple, EA Sports, school districts, states, federal entities that will sponsor these people to come over here. You get the permit, we'll help you out. Everybody that's an immigrant is not a bad person.
Right.
I guess what I'm trying to get at.
Right. That's
They're
true.
productive citizens just like everybody else.
But I thought that the issue isn't with those who are immigrants. The issue is with migrants, people who aren't illegally here. And then you're saying that
Right.
some people don't want to do the work. Is it that, or I'm not doing the work for the amount that you're paying me? And because you found somebody that might actually do the work for less, that's why you're hiring them.
Good point. Yeah.
That. But then also you have to remember, many of our people that have graduated and graduated, went to school, they didn't want to pursue the further education. Some people stopped at high school and said, I'm done. So with that, if you're talented and you're not updating your skills, because right now they're not looking for a person with a degree.
They're looking for
They
a
wanna know
trade,
what you know
experience,
now.
skill.
Right, exactly. So guess what? That's where the HB4 visas come in. That's where the HB3 visas come in. HB4 is for technical.
God.
You look at the history and what it actually means, people will get a better understanding. Then they will probably understand that, even people that are here illegally, right? People that's been here all their lives, mom, dad, people from Belize, wherever, wherever. And they're here in the United States. They've been here all their life. Mom and daddy didn't take care of the paperwork. Mom and daddy paperwork bad too. Now all of a sudden, we get lazy and we didn't do the due diligence work. We didn't get the marriage. We didn't go and do our paperwork. We didn't try to attempt to get an organization to assist. Some of this is laziness on people's behalf as well. Not a matter of I'm here and I'm here illegally. Some of them, you got a lot of children that are in the United States that are here illegally, unaccompanied minors.
That's what they was just reading a
What do
story.
we-
It was a CNN on Instagram. And this woman had came on. She was like, I think it started off a spirit conversation from a teacher. Like, y'all can say y'all voted for it because you wanted groceries down. You wanted your taxes or whatever prices. But you realize that you also voted for kids to be snatched out of schools. Because I think I don't know if this is true, but isn't Trump supposed to be sending military to come snatch these kids up? What in the trauma?
He getting ready to do all kind of stuff. Let's not even think about that. That's just one thing. Because here in Texas, his buddy, Mr. Hot Wheels, that's what we call him because he's in a wheelchair, Hot Wheels, Abbott, he didn't put an executive order on 11-1 to where now you go to the doctor, like go to the emergency room or doctor, it is now stated you have to give your nationality, your immigrant status and your gender at birth. What the hell?
Oh, wow.
That's in Texas.
What the gender at birth got to do anything? Now, I do think you.
Because, hold on, go back. Just go back to what they've been trying to push. Just think about all the stuff the people been trying to push. They don't want the gender, they don't want the unisex bathroom. So you figure if you shut down this, you'll shut down that.
Yeah.
So, and then and what people don't understand is the immigration process consists of a physical. So when you got to get a physical, guess what? You can't go get one at doctor's office, even if you're paying cash for it. Because if you read the bylaws, and then there's doctors and things, it's a part of our civil rights that they're so said not abiding by. And some doctors have pushed back on what they're believing, especially when it comes to the children, Texas Children's Hospital and different hospitals dealing with these babies. You're sitting here telling a child he can't be seen, or not necessarily telling him he can't be seen, because he's a Hispanic or Ethiopian or whatever the heck they may be. You're going to deny them service, or are you going to go look for them? Because now, just think about it. Everything is a paper trail.
Yeah.
Everything is a paper trail. So when you put your name down, you may not have to have a social. Give me an address. We go find you.
Yeah.
Detailed information. And if you don't have a social security number, you can rest assured somebody from the business department is coming to see you while you're sitting in the waiting room. Think about the last time you was at an ER, guys. Think about it. Before you even get checked in, or maybe while you're sitting in the nursing station getting your vitals, you got somebody from the business department already hollering at you.
Wow. Right. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So.
I mean, this is what I got to say. If you're an immigrant and you're a legal citizen, I don't think anything's wrong with that. But I do find an issue if you are a migrant, because I do think it's unfair for people who do have to work. Like, just like how you talked about in California, you make $80K, hypothetically say the taxes are taking out $20K. And just like how you said, hey, when it comes to farming or whatever kind of jobs that other people won't do, you're still able to live here. You're making the money. You're creating trash. And I'm not saying because you are trash, just because you eat, you use the bathroom, you drive, you contribute to society. You should be held accountable just like everybody else. I just think that there needs to be a fair opportunity for you to acquire or attain that citizenship.
Well, I believe that there is already things in place. They're making it more than what it is. Because if you ever notice, just think about what I'm saying, guys. Think about, I want y'all to take, I don't know where you live, sir. So let's say you go to the poorest of the neighborhood in LA. Go over there on the east side. Go on the other side of Watts. Okay? Go on the other side of Watts where you have more Hispanics or whoever. Could be Arabs, whomever. You go in those neighborhoods. You got to remember, people that are here that are migrants, they go to where they can be safe. So guess where the first place they're going?
In the hood.
To your churches.
Oh.
But to your churches.
To the church.
Yeah, because church is a sanctuary place. It's a safe space. Think about it. The church is a safe place for everybody. Well,
that's true.
People go to churches when they need food.
That's true.
People go to church when they need prayer.
Yeah.
Go to churches when they need somebody to be buried. They go to church when they need medical care. Many resources are at your churches.
That's true.
So with that, funding should be available. We got funding for every damn thing else. There's organizations that are helping these people get their paperwork done. The deal is, I feel as though there should be a program in place. We'll help you get your paperwork. You know the average process, different country for become a natural citizen in Texas. I mean, in the United States, on average, from someone that's from Iran or Muslim is 10 years. Mexico, I think, is 15. So it's a different time frame for each. Some of these people are getting sponsors. Do you know how much a sponsor application may cost? $4,000. That ain't a guarantee to get in.
$4,000
application fee. Oh,
why is it that much? That's ridiculous.
Honey, no, you need to look at the immigration form schedule.
So it makes it virtually impossible. That's just about as bad as back in the day when we should have had the. Okay.
Back up.
Oh.
No, ma'am. I see it myself. You have to remember, the average person that is a migrant, they're trying to get something done. So guess what they have? They're cash rich. Not cash rich, but they work diligently to get here. You ever notice they talk about how they get mules? They got people that are muling human beings across the border.
Yeah,
whether it be Black, Hispanic, or whatever they are. And they're paying these mules $2,000, $3,000 that they done worked hard for and gave them US dollars to get here to the US. Now, whether they make it or not, that's another story.
Right.
Same thing with with the application. It's just like a loan application. The difference with the loan application and immigration is that they don't get their money back.
So what
So, for example,
what am I supposed to get from this? That it is a
well,
lot or it's not a lot? They got the money or they don't.
it's a combination of both.
Mm.
Because if you look at, so if either one of y'all, if you're at a computer, pull up Hague Convention. If you pull up Hague Convention is going to give you a lot of history on what
How you pull it?
the world is about. Not America, the world. The
Hague,
Convention started
H-I.
HAI.
Hague.
Oh, H-H.
Hague Convention. And it's going to show not every country participates in it. That's a lot of reasons why we got the problem with Russia and Ukraine. All of this is biblical. All of this this is just history repeating itself. And we just got human beings in power. Because in the Bible, they never talked about division anyway. Okay? So a lot of stuff that's going on in our world today, man is creating it. Man is creating the ruckus.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Thank you so much. We are out of time. We actually are over. This is good. I wanted the Hague Convention on the Protection of Children and Cooperation. Your earphones.
Sorry.
Cooperation in respect to in-county adoption convention is an international agreement to safeguard inter-country adoptions. The convention established international standards of practice for inter-country adoptions. The United States signed the convention in 1994, and the convention entered force for the United States on April 1st, 2008. Okay, I don't know if I heard of. Okay.
Hague Convention started way back then. You just got to look at the history of it. It's just telling you when the United States signed over to participate. There's so many countries that participated. Russia's not there. There's a lot of countries that are not there, but these countries are agreeing with the United States. We're going to work with you. You work with us. We're going to accept your citizens to come to our country, and you'll allow ours to come. You'll pay a fee. We'll sponsor them, but you'll also sponsor them as a government entity.
Okay. Okay. We got to be continued because we out of time. Oh my God, Miss Jackie, this was good.
Good night, everyone.
Wait, hold on. Are you coming? Are you coming to LA for the holidays?
That is a part of the plan.
Okay, well maybe hit me up. Let me know.
We'll get back. I'll get back with you and let you know. I'm waiting on my children to give me my feedback.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for calling.
You're welcome. Thank you. Good night, everyone. Bless.
Good night.
Good night. All right, Ruby, it's about that time. We actually overtime, but I
forgot how time flies when you
listen.
Having
Especially
a good
when you with that vitamin
conversation.
D. Yeah, baby. So I want to thank all of you for pulling up on me. Well, Ruben took off his headphones. Let me just get this solo on me. Let me remove him. Thank you so much for each and every one of you that pulled up, that called in, that commented. I see you. Appreciate you. I want to remind you to live your life on purpose and for a purpose. And then also, if you like what you heard, you like to be a guest, shoot me an email. I'd love to hear from you. Vitamin D at DawnDAISpeaks.com. That's also if you'd like to send an advice letter. You know, it's all about eating the meat and spin the bones, shedding light. Okay. If you want to catch us on social media, make sure you pull up. You can catch us Vitamin D Dawn DAI. That's where we are, building that back up. But if you want your own personal dose of vitamin D, that be me, baby. You can follow me everywhere at Dawn DAI Speaks. All right, I got to get out of here. You know, I always say, I'm in the business of making dreams come true. And I damn sure ain't going to forget about mine. So until next time, family, always remember, you are your greatest asset.